What if I told you that Max Verstappen isn't just casually driving a GT3 car today at the Nurburgring? What if there's actually a calculated strategy behind why the four-time world champion can't stay away from the green hell? And what if this Ferrari 296 GT3 he's piloting today holds the key to understanding his ultimate racing ambition that goes far beyond Formula One? Max Verstappen is back at the Nürburgring today, but this time he's not just testing. He's officially obtaining his GT3 permit while driving the exact same Ferrari that made headlines back in May. The timing of this isn't coincidental, and the evidence suggests there's much more to this story than meets the eye. Here's what the data tells us about Verstappen's recent racing activities. Just weeks ago, he successfully obtained his A permit for the Nürburgring after competing in GT4 machinery with teammate Chris Lulham. But the progression doesn't stop there. Today, September 27th, he's taking the next crucial step, securing his GT3 certification in a Ferrari 296 GT3. The timing is significant because of what happened at Emil Frey Racing just last weekend. While Max was battling in Baku, his hand-picked drivers Thierry Vermeulen and Chris Lulham won the Gold Cup championship. Lulham, a Verstappen protégé from Team Redline, who he personally selected for real-world racing, has been paving the way for this exact moment. According to sources at the track, today's session isn't just about obtaining a permit, it's about proving something. The same Ferrari 296 GT3 that Verstappen drove under the mysterious alias Franz Hermann back in May is waiting for him. That day, he allegedly broke Christian Krogness's 2022 track record of 7:49.578, posting a time somewhere in the 7:48s, as confirmed by both Verstappen himself and Helmut Marko. But here's where things get interesting. This permit isn't the end goal, it's actually just the beginning of something much bigger. The choice of the Ferrari 296 GT3 reveals the true scope of Verstappen's ambitions. This isn't just any GT3 car. It's a 600 horsepower V6 machine weighing in at 1,250 kg that represents a significant step up from his previous Porsche GT4 Cayman experience. The specifications tell us this is serious business. What makes this even more compelling is the team setup. Emil Frey Racing, the Swiss-based outfit operating the Verstappen.com racing team in GT World Challenge Europe, has been methodically building toward this moment. They compete in DTM and GT World Challenge, giving Verstappen access to professional-level competition experience that goes far beyond casual track days. The evidence points to a carefully orchestrated plan. During media events in Azerbaijan, Verstappen confirmed what many suspected. His ultimate goal is to compete in the 24 Hours of Nürburgring next year. Today's permit acquisition isn't just about adding another license to his collection. It's about proving he can handle GT3 machinery in race conditions. The real question becomes, why is someone who just won 2 F1 races this month so determined to master this particular challenge? Here's what happened back in May that makes today's session so crucial. When Franz Hermann took to the Nordschleife in that Ferrari 296 GT3, the racing world initially dismissed it as just another test session. But the reality was far more significant. Verstappen's alleged sub-7:49 lap time wasn't just impressive, it was record-breaking. Christian Krogness's 2022 benchmark of 7:49.578 in a BMW M4 GT3 had stood unchallenged until that mysterious May session. While the time remains unofficial due to unknown balance of performance specifications and test session conditions, both Verstappen and Helmut Marko's confirmation adds credibility to the claim. The pattern becomes clear when you connect the dots. The progression from GT4 to GT3, the careful selection of Emil Frey Racing as his team, the specific choice of the same Ferrari that set that controversial lap time, none of this is coincidental. But the most revealing part comes when you look at what's happening in the hours following today's permit session. The evidence suggests that today's GT3 permit acquisition is actually the penultimate step in a much larger plan. The 24 Hours of Nürburgring represents one of motorsport's most grueling challenges, a race that tests not just speed, but endurance, strategy, and mental fortitude in ways that Formula One cannot. For someone who has dominated F1 with 4 world championships, the Green Hell offers something different: uncertainty. The Nordschleife's 25.378-kilometer layout, with over 150 corners, presents variables that even the most sophisticated F1 data systems can't fully predict. It's pure, raw racing in its most demanding form. Today's session with the Ferrari 296 GT3 serves multiple purposes. Beyond the permit requirements, Verstappen is gathering crucial data about how GT3 machinery behaves over race distances at the Nurburgring. The 4-hour format of today's NLS race mirrors the endurance aspect of the 24-hour event, providing invaluable experience. The team dynamics also matter. His connection with Chris Lulham, who he handpicked from virtual racing to real-world competition, demonstrates Verstappen's commitment to building a proper support network. Lulham's recent Gold Cup championship win proves that this partnership extends beyond casual mentorship. What makes this story compelling isn't just another racing permit. It's what it represents for someone at Verstappen's level. In Formula One, he's reaching a point where dominance might become routine. The 24 Hours of Nürburgring offers something that F1 cannot: genuine unpredictability. The timing of this GT3 progression, occurring during his most successful F1 period, suggests that Verstappen is already thinking beyond his current championship reign. The Nürburgring 24 Hours has claimed some of motorsport's biggest names, and conquering it would add a different type of achievement to his resume. Today's permit session is being streamed live on the official Nürburgring and NLS YouTube channels, as well as Auto Addiction. The transparency of the process indicates that this isn't about secret testing. It's about publicly demonstrating readiness for the ultimate challenge. The question isn't whether Verstappen will obtain his GT3 permit today. That seems certain given his track record. The real intrigue lies in what happens next. Will he immediately commit to a 24-hour entry for 2025? How will his F1 obligations align with serious GT3 competition? The evidence from today's session will provide answers. Watch for his lap times, his consistency over the session duration, and most importantly, his post-session comments about next year's plans. The pattern suggests that Max Verstappen's racing story is far from complete, and the Nürburgring might be where he writes his next chapter. What do you think drives someone who has conquered Formula One to seek out new challenges? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the stories behind the headlines.